Hello, and welcome back to the world of assassination and the trending contracts. And today's contract, Secret Intelligence Service, set in Miami. And the contract ID is on the screen now for anyone who wishes to have a crack at it, and has been supplied to us today, courtesy of the Regainator. So moving on to our briefing, and there isn't one, so we'll just say that our targets today have been rather naughty and they need to be punished. And speaking of targets, today we have 5 of them with no stipulations on how we dispatch them or what we wear whilst we do so, so we have a free map. So for today's challenge, we'll be starting as the food vendor, and we'll be having some lethal pills stored up in the stands toilets. We'll be bringing with us a remote micro taser, our ever trusty lockpick, and a silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, we are going to look off to our left and we will see 3 propane cylinders. So we're going to grab one of them before we hop over the counter there. We're going to make our way into the stands, and we're just going to place this propane cylinder just by these double doors right here. We'll come back to that shortly. And then we're going to head all the way back to the food stands, and we're going to collect up a second propane cylinder. I was toying with the idea of grabbing all 3, but I was too lazy to make a third trip. So once we have our second propane cylinder, we're going to make our way back up to the stands, and if we use instinct just to our left, there is one of our targets, and just up above them are 2 more. So we're going to take the propane cylinder we have and throw it against the wall there, and then make our way down the stairs a little bit, and that will get the attention of the guard target, and when he comes along to investigate, we can then pull out our silenced pistol and detonate the propane cylinder. There we go, and that is target 1 taken care of. And while everybody goes into panic mode, we are going to lockpick our way through the double doors, grab our second propane cylinder, and make our way up into the commentary box. And luckily, because we've gone through so many doors, these guys haven't heard the explosion, so they're not in panic mode, and we're able to get as close as we dare, place the propane cylinder behind them. We're going to enter into the ante-room here, and then we're going to line up a shot with the propane cylinder. Now I am also going to wait for a little while, and that is just for the panic downstairs to calm down a little bit and the body clear up to begin, because we don't want too many random people running around who may hear this explosion. So that's 3 targets taken care of. Now, just as a precautionary measure, I'm going to hop into this crate right here. So we were very quickly able to hop back out of the box, and we're going to now make our way to the stands toilets, and retrieve our lethal poison, which is just around here to our right. And then from here we have the long journey of making our way over the track and into the Kronstadt Expo building. So we're just going to make our way up the overpass all the way across to the far side into the elevator shaft. Using instinct to check that the coast is clear, we can then hop out of the window and up the drain pipe, and this will bring us to the security office. And when we arrive, we're going to render both of these two guys unconscious. Now unfortunately they've just moved into the position I want, but due to the guard being outside when we arrived, I wasn't sure how long he would be out there, so we are going to wait for them to go through their routine. And when the guard heads out for a cigarette on the bench and the guard inside moves position from this one to any other, we can then hop in through the window. We've got very little time here, so we're going to render him unconscious. Very quickly we're going to dump him out of the window, and then very quickly we're going to hop out after him as well, because we had to wait a little while for this guy to move into a decent position. Normally he has his back to us when the other guy leaves the room, and we don't have to wait. Either way, we've managed to get him out of the window. We're going to take his outfit, hop back into the security office, take out the other guard, and then destroy the surveillance system. We're then going to make our way into the bathroom next door. We're going to drop our micro taser on the floor, and then we're going to add our lethal poison to the eye drops, and then we're going to overflow both of the sinks. Now this is why we took out the second guard in the security office, as he would be distracted by this. So we need him out of the way so that we can build up a nice big puddle in the bathroom. That should do. So we're going to turn off of the sinks here, and everything is now ready and waiting for our target. So let's go and invite them to the party, and our next target will be Robert Knox. So we're going to make our way down to his office, and we're going to turn on the air conditioning unit, and that will make Robert Knox's eyes irritable, and when he comes back to the office they will trigger, and he will make his way to the bathroom to apply his eye drops. Now fortunately for us, our final target is Robert Knox's bodyguard, hence the puddle on the floor. So once Robert Knox takes himself out, after a short wait, his bodyguard will come in to see what's taking so long, and he will walk into the puddle, and at that point we will be able to trigger our taser and eliminate him as well. So down goes Robert Knox. All that's left for us to do is to wait a short while. In comes the bodyguard to discover the body. He's gonna radio in first of all, as they always do, and then he's gonna move in to investigate. Maybe Knox could have been saved in those few seconds there, mate. He couldn't, but maybe he could have. So once he steps into the puddle, we're going to trigger the taser, eliminating our target and doubly making sure Robert Knox is dealt with. So all that's left for us to do is to make good our escape, and we're just going to hop out of the window and let ourselves into the helipad on the roof, and we get ourselves a nice snazzy helicopter as part of the bargain. So there we go, one more trending contract taken care of, and we have confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan, and that will get us a silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.